My name is Nickel, Nickel, and in today's video we're going to go over 7 celebrities that play GTA. And since there are so many people that play GTA, it's not really possible to fit everyone in this video. So if we missed anyone and you want your comment featured in the next video in this series for any celebrity playing any game, shoot it to us over at Nickel on Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget, we also have a running giveaway this month going on, and all you have to do to enter is make sure you subscribe with notifications, leave a comment of which game you'd like to see in this series next, and hit the thumbs up button for good luck. But for now, let's jump straight into it. This very first one is from the rapper known as Logic. I'm sure a lot of you guys know his music and a lot of things he's done. If you don't know, maybe you've heard the song 1-800-273-8255, the song Every Day. He's been putting out albums and mixtapes for a really long time. And what a lot of people don't seem to know is that he actually has a YouTube channel called Bobby's World. And on this YouTube channel, he does a lot of gameplay actually, not just GTA, but he's had everything from Doom to Crash Bandicoot to The Last of Us, but also, of course, GTA. And on this Bobby's World YouTube channel, he actually has a video where he's playing GTA at Rockstar headquarters, along with a few other creators like Rhymestyle, Afro, Senju, Rain, Blaziken, and Adapt.
Yeah, so Logic, you played story mode, right?
Yes.
How many times have you completed it?
I completed it twice. So I completed it when it first came out in about a few days, and then and then I did it again a few months later after that. It was awesome. I love it.
Someone just said drop Flexecution.
That somebody said drop Flexecution? Yeah. Y'all aren't about that life. Hold on, wait, let me just. Rockstar, sorry, exclusive.
Around the same time he put out the GTA 5 video, he actually made a video in his series called Today We Play with GTA 3. And in this, he talks about his history with GTA and how when the game came out, he was 11 years old and it was one of his favorite games ever, and kind of the reaction that people had to Grand Theft Auto 3 at the time.
Now, the crazy thing about Grand Theft Auto 3 is it came out in 2001. I was 11 years old. I mean, it was one of the best games I ever played. When this came out, parents were like freaking out because you could have like prostitutes in your car, and you could pick us and do drive-bys and shoot people and do like all different types of stuff. I absolutely love this game, and that was another thing, is like the adults were playing it. So that was how it was, definitely serious.
This next one is actually for another rapper as well, Meek Mill, and according to academics, he actually challenged Chief Keef to playing GTA 5 online.
I was playing, bro. I wasn't playing, but I ain't really sure. That's what I want to do, though, bro. Real shit. I know I'm making this game, and you better. I know y'all gonna buy it. I know you better.
Meek Mill apparently plays a lot of GTA, and there's this whole back and forth with him and Chief Keef to get him to come squad up and play GTA online as well. And apparently they actually have streamed this stuff on Twitch before.
Ground, nigga. What's wrong with you? Get your motherfucking ass on the ground. Yeah, almighty. Oh, shit, bro. So that's you right there with that gun, bro. I ain't gonna need a lot, folks. I'm dropping that ass, bro. He said something ain't right. He finna pull out the rocket launcher. Oh, that nigga dropped me, boy.
Complex.com actually wrote an article called Meek Mill is spending his time on house arrest playing Grand Theft Auto 5 with Chief Keef. And in it, they say that Meek Mill is on house arrest and he wasn't able to release any music, so he occupies his days in other ways. And this thing actually references a bunch of Instagram posts that have all since been deleted, but according to what the article says, is that Meek Mill sends Keef the challenge on Instagram. There was a response saying, Meek done get me started. But that's a general idea. If you want to read the rest of it, I'll leave a link to it down below in the description, along with everything else. Next up is Tyler the Creator, who also has some GTA 5 gameplay out there, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know that Tyler the Creator was involved in some aspects of GTA 5. He was actually some of the background characters' voices. He has his own involvement in the music there. He actually wrote an original song for it as well, and there are a ton of references to this via Twitter throughout the years. I mean, even way before the game came out, in 2012, Tyler tweeted out, "If I can't customize my car in GTA 5 like on San Andreas, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown." I mean, he's talking about the game even before it seems like he was publicly involved with it. He actually had his announcement for having a song in GTA back in August of 2013 where he says, I have a song on GTA 5. I'm so excited because this is the only game I play. Yes. I don't respect or trust someone who isn't excited for GTA 5. You shouldn't either. And if you are that person, what is wrong with America? Months before ever announcing that he had a song in it, he says, I cannot wait for GTA 5. I mean, there's pretty much an endless amount of these tweets where he mentions GTA 5. You can see this goes on for quite a while. The original announcement of having his voice in there was actually in this tweet where he says, if you have GTA 5, I'm the voice of random people. So yeah. And there was actually a guy on YouTube that ended up going and finding Tyler, the creator, in the game in this clip.
How you not see me? Oh, you are done. You're answering. Oh, sick. I'm gonna make sure you dead. Look, you a fucking loser. I'm gonna stick together. Oh, this is fucking awesome. Ah.
And in case you were wondering which song was it that was making it into GTA 5, it was Tyler's song called Garbage, which was featured on the Flylow FM radio station in GTA 5. The next person I'll mention is actually relevant here because he was in the same gameplay clip as Tyler, and that is Danny Brown, the American rapper and songwriter. Some of the songs he's known for include Dirty Laundry, Grown Up, Best Life, and Really Dope.
Sending the Bruiser Brigade out of Detroit, Michigan. We got Danny Brown, we got Skywalker, we got Dopehead. How's it going?
What up? What up? I committed suicide to save my mom. Hey, I held that nigga back.
Feel like, man, we had it, man.
Ooh, about to take out Danny? Oh, Danny took you out, though.
Oh, Danny, you go to the other entrance.
Then we actually get a bunch of different celebrities all at once from a piece that IGN made called GTA Red Dead Redemption BioShock, a part of their Best Game Ever series. In this, we see Josh Hutcherson, who you guys probably know from a bunch of different movies, among them being the Hunger Games series, is actually a big fan of GTA himself, and this is what he says about it.
It kind of can be whatever you want it to be. You can just go nicely steal a parked car and just take a Sunday drive through a city, which by the way is exactly Los Angeles, which is nuts. It's so perfect. Or you can go full on nutso and go on like a killing spree, rob people, and go to strip clubs. For me, it was just mind-blowing to be able to drive through the world of Grand Theft Auto and see like, oh, there's the Griffith Observatory, or like, oh, that's the Greek Theater. Like, it's like actual landmark.
Breckenmeyer, who you guys might know from projects like Robot Chicken, Clueless, Rat Race, among others, stated that GTA is one of his favorite games.
Best game ever, in my opinion, as far as game changers, I'll say Grand Theft Auto.
Gangsters.
It was the first game where you could kind of run forever. Like usually if you're running left to right or whatever, you steal something from someone or you beat up a guy and you run left to right, you really have as far as the screen will take you and that's it. But with GTA, it was this open universe where you were like, I'm literally miles from where I just killed that woman. You can pick up a prostitute in the game, and if you roll slow enough up, she then gets in the car, and you go to a dark area, and the car then starts like moving up and down. And then when she leaves, she takes some of your money. You can then kill her and take your money back. I think that can happen in real life too, but then you get arrested and go to jail.
And for those of you guys that are fans of The Walking Dead or the other work of Austin Leo, this was his take on GTA also.
It's like a gangster game, you know, it's fun.
One of the ones that's actually pretty surprising is actually Daniel Craig, and he seems to be a fan of GTA, but in a way that he's a little bit more ashamed of than proud of. There's a couple different articles about this, one of which coming out all the way from 2007 titled Daniel Craig tells devs to ensure that the Bond game is good because he didn't want to be a part of a game that would turn out to be bad. So it mentions in here how Daniel Craig signed a $60 million deal to play James Bond in 3 more movies at this point in time, and he's quoted here saying, I have to pick my time well. If my girlfriend sees the box, then it's all over. If I get some free time when she goes away for the weekend, I'll play some games. Halo was good because it's shooting aliens. But then he says, those ultraviolet ones, I can play for half an hour and then I feel dirty. Vice City, for example, I think, oh yes, all right, I've stolen 18 cars. I've had enough now. So it's kind of funny that he seems to like GTA enough to start playing it, but then after he plays too much of it, he's got to turn it off. Flying Lotus, I'm sure a lot of you guys know, actually has his own radio station in Grand Theft Auto 5. It's arguably one of the most popular radio stations, Flylow FM, and it turns out that, as you would probably expect, he's a fan of the game as well. There's actually a clip online where he's playing Grand Theft Auto with Thundercats and Oh No. Back when GTA was first coming out, Pitchfork actually wrote an article focusing on this where they said that Fly Low FM was a station at the time with 40 minutes of music curated by Flying Lotus. On it, he has tracks from Tyler the Creator, Mudson, Mohawk, Clams Casino, Outkast, Aphex Twin, and more. And then there's this part of the article that says, the gig's a good fit who's been playing Grand Theft Auto since the first game came out. They quote him saying, every time they drop a new game, I'm like, what is this song? He got into Toto's Africa because of the Vice City soundtrack. And according to Pitchfork, it says that he also reads up on video game news, and at the time he was already pre-ordering both the upcoming Xbox and PlayStation consoles. So then they ask him a bunch of questions like, how does GTA 5 stack up to other games in the series to you? Where he says that it kills every other GTA, it's the best game ever made. And then they actually ask him something that I thought was pretty interesting. What was your favorite game before GTA 5? And his answer is Final Fantasy VII. But he says that it's a little dated now. GTA 5 is like every game in one though. You want to play a racing game, you can play this game. You want to play a golf game, you can play this game. I played tennis for an hour. I'm not trying to talk the game up just because I'm involved. I'm really in awe of it. I'm just going to skip right to the end of this where they ask him about him appearing in the game, and he says, I'm in the game. And when asked how, he says, I was in the right place at the right time. They were wrapping up some scenes in the game, and I was in New York, and they found a part for me that's in the story. I play some gangsta from the hood, and there's a scene where I'm playing basketball. When I recorded my lines, they had this headset that they put on you to capture all your facial features and everything, so they got my face. It's super weird. That's another reason why I want to beat the game, so I can see how I'm represented in polygons. Like I said at the beginning, there's already a lot, way too many to fit into one video of a reasonable length, so I'll just close it out with one last one. But make sure you guys do leave a comment down below of which game we should do next in this series, and also send us any links to interviews where any celebrities that you know play any games at Onickel on Twitter and on Facebook. And make sure you come to the live streams. There's a link for that down below in the description. But now let's jump straight into the final one for this video. We got Boogie with the hoodie. So Boogie actually stopped by Rockstar NYC at the time of when they were releasing the land grab mode and play the game along with Don Q, QP, Bubba, Mo, and Pretty Boy Frito.
Wrong spot, QP. You gotta follow where I'm going. How you take cover again? There you go. Oh yeah, it's lit. Yeah. How you been down again? Oh yeah. I'm on Boogie. Oh, he owed me. How you been down?
Boogie, take a gun out.
Oh, the gun. How you roll? Yo, Q, you gotta help your teammate though. I don't know how to do all that. Yo, Bub, just come over here and let me body control. I'm clapping shit though.
I've been watching Boogie now.
Yeah, I just body something.
Oh, QP takes out Boogie.
And that's it for this video, so don't forget to drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, stop by the live streams, and leave any suggestions for future videos in this series down below in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.